G'day guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com and I'm here with another Tuesday's tip. Now, I haven't done a Tuesday's tip for a while, but I came across something that I thought was worthwhile doing a tip about. And I think it'll be something that'll save some people a lot of trouble, particularly when they're trying to figure out what's eating their vegetables. So let's go and have a look at my little tip. Okay, so one thing I've been using in my garden till recently is this black poly pipe. Now, what I'm talking about will be any sort of hollow tubing, piping or anything like that. When you are using this, it's worthwhile blocking the ends of it so nothing can get into it. And I'll show you why. Just put this pot here and I'll give this a tap. Oop. I'll just sit it there. Okay, so if you look down in there, don't know if you can see them all that well, but there's a whole heap of snails in there, and there are actually some more that fell out that I didn't quite catch. I think that was it. So yeah, just in that one pipe there, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 snails and one stinky little stink bug. So yeah, it's just one of those things. If you can avoid creating a place for pests like that to hide, it just makes it a whole lot easier to control them. Now I'm pretty lucky here at the moment. You can see I've got all these posts up here. Okay, it's one that I'm just about to cement in. So pretty soon all this tubing is going to go, because this was holding up bird netting, which is keeping birds off. And this raised bed area is going to be completely covered with chicken wire that'll keep the birds that keep chewing at my vegetables out. So I'll be able to get rid of this poly piping, and it'll give the snails a lot less places to hide. But if you were going to use this, if this is what you've got, then you could, easy thing to do, if I can find an end, is you could easily try and do this with one hand. Sorry about the seasickness. One thing you could do is easily crimp the end over. If you were to crimp that and squash it, this stuff's pretty stiff, but if you were to squash it, crimp it over so that nothing could get in there, that would be one way. Another thing would be to stick a wooden plug or something in there to stop anything getting in. There's none in that at the moment, but yeah, stopping things getting in is the way to do it. So if you have to use that stuff, make sure the ends are blocked so that the snails and slugs and that sort of stuff can't get in there and hide. Alright, so that's the tip for this Tuesday's tip. So it's just a thing to think about when you are putting gardens together. Try not to create places where pests will be able to hide, especially like that polytubing. It was going to be hard for any predator to get there. One predator I do have here that eats snails is a blue-tongued lizard or blue-tongued skink. You might be able to find them. I get them around here, and for them to be able to get up in that pipe, they'd have nearly no chance of doing it. So it's just creating a place for those things to hide where predators can't get to them. So if you can avoid that, especially if you're using things like plastic piping, metal pipe, anything like that, anything hollow that they can hide in, block the end of it so that they can't get in there and hide. Anyway, I hope you find that helpful, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye. And I think it'll be something that'll